Hi, besties. It's Z. And today I am going to be talking about a show that I think has been on for a really long time, but I have recently discovered it and I love it. So the show is Say Yes to the Dress. And I ended up watching my very first episode of it, which of course is not the first episode of the show. I think they're in season 13 or something like that now. But I saw my first episode of it on an airplane that I was flying um, recently, and the flight had um, shows that you could watch during the flight. So I was like, well, let me check this out, and absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh, I cry every single episode. It's awful, but it's also great. So the things that I love about the show is seeing these brides who, of course, are so happy. They're getting married. They're picking out their dresses, um, and basically they're just in this really by the end of the show. Typically, they're in this really great place. They feel really beautiful, really pretty, really excited. And a lot of the women cry when they figure out that the dress that they're trying on is their dress. So they say yes to the dress. So the reason I'm even um, having this conversation or even taping this particular um, video is because there are parts of it that drive me up the wall. So many of the women bring in, I think everybody brings in at least one person with them, but normally it's like at least two. And then some people bring in even bigger groups of family, friends, people who are in the wedding, just people that they want to weigh in on the dresses that they're trying on, and just get their opinion. And I am astonished, which maybe I shouldn't be, but I am. I am astonished at how often on the show, and maybe it is kind of played up for the show, but I'm astonished at how often I hear people saying, well, I want to see her in this type of dress. I don't like the dress that she likes because I wanted to see her look this way versus that. And I find myself getting so irritated where I'm like, you know what? This is this woman's wedding. It is her wedding, hers and her fiance. That's whose wedding it is. It's not your wedding. It's not your event. How dare you impose your wants and desires on this woman, especially if she's come out in a dress and she's like, oh my God, this is my dress. I really love it. I love it. I'm so excited. What do you guys think? And you can tell that she really wants for her entourage, what they call them, the people that the brides bring along. She really wants for her entourage to be as happy for her as she is for herself. And there are so many episodes where that is not the case. And there seems to be some jealousy sometimes. And maybe I am totally off base here. Like I said, I'm super duper late. So probably everyone has already talked about this show, dissected it, and all kind of stuff. But it's new to me, so I'm talking about it. When I see the people in the entourage turning up their noses, making really snide remarks, that is so off-putting. I'm like, this woman has brought you here to help her. And there's times where you can see that the look on the bride's face, like she looks totally just downtrodden because someone is like, no, you look hideous in that dress. I'm paraphrasing. I don't think anyone's actually said those words that I've heard yet. But, oh my goodness. So I would love to see just in our society, period, because there's a greater I guess life lesson for me in this, which is it's important that if you're in someone's support group, if you're in their inner circle, to support their happiness. and not make stuff all about you all the time. Like, it's not always about you. And I don't know if some people just don't get that, or if they don't realize that they're making something about them. But if someone is truly happy, then that should be enough to make the friends, the family happy. Like, why would you be, I don't know, a naysayer when someone is like beaming, literally, like not literally, but beaming happiness, smile, hope, so excited, and then you take basically a water hose and just take that hope, that fire, that spark, and just extinguish it. Like, why? I don't get it. I don't get it. And I know it's because of the kind of person I am or whatever. But yeah, it's wild to me to see that. And I find myself yelling at the TV. I'm like, that is her day. And of course, these are old episodes that I'm watching at this point. This is not new. These are old episodes. I think that the weddings that I'm looking at are in 2014. Some of them are in 2012. So they're super duper old. But still, this stuff has got to be going on today. Like, I know it's going on today, where women go and they're in search of their perfect gown for them, and it ends up being about the person or people that they've brought. Especially when, oh my goodness, there's been a few different episodes where the bride is her dress is being bankrolled, purchased by someone else, and that person will say, well, I'm not gonna buy that, I'm the one with the checkbook. And I'm like, what kind of emotional / terroristic wedding terroristic tactics are these? Like, you're gonna hold her dress hostage, or what she envisions, you're gonna hold that hostage? I'm like, that is so wild. The thing that's also great about this show, that's not great what I just said, but something that I like about this show is looking at the ladies typically, and there's one guy, Randy, I think Finoli is his last name, or Finoli, but these professional, I don't know if they're considered bridal gown consultants. I think they're considered consultants. And they know their stuff. Like, they will talk to the woman, talk to the bride, listen to her, get her desires, and then they will go off into this room full of dresses and come out with, a sampling of dresses that she may or may not like. But typically, of course, the episodes that are being aired, they're finding their dresses, and it's because these women are helping them to realize this vision. So it's all of these, whatever a woman wants to look like on her wedding day, that's something that is typically, you might be able to find pictures of the dress, but to find a picture of the dress type that you want with the body type that you have is probably not as common, because I've seen some of the pictures of the women bring in, and I'm like, oh my God, that dress looks great on her, but you don't have the same body type. But by the end of it, these women look so pretty. I mean, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting just a little bit full just thinking about how beautiful these women look and how happy they are. Oh my gosh. And then some of the times they'll show the actual wedding where the woman is all dolled up, she's all glammed out and looking amazing. I just love this show. It's just amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up. But yeah, support your people. Happiness and acceptance is a great gift to give your family, your friends, even people that are maybe not your inner circle, but giving someone just the support of, hey, if this makes you happy, I'm not going to try and rip your dream away. Just being supportive and accepting is such a great gift. I encourage everyone to think about that and be good to each other. Watch Say Yes to the Dress because it is a great show. I really, really like it. And I guess that's it for now. So see you next time. Bye, besties.